Hello guys and welcome back, and in this video I'm going to be showing you this simple script that I wrote as part of the automating stuff playlist. And basically what this script does is that it organizes files based by extension and puts them neatly in their own little folders so that you don't have to do that manually. So say you have a folder like this, right? And you want to organize it, maybe to just make your PC look good. So I just created these folders. They're all 0-bit folders, or they're all files, because I didn't want to start dragging in my own files. But basically, say you have these different files of different extensions and you want to organize them properly. Well, to do that, it's kind of simple. All you need to go is create new folder and then name it anything, say files, and then just organize the files depending on extension. So if I want my programming files, say the one for C, C++, C#, I just pass them in there and boom, I've organized my folders, right? Yes, you can do that. But say you have hundreds or even thousands of folders that you want to organize. This will prove to be kind of time wasting, because if you have a lot of files and you want to start organizing them by extension, it will waste a lot of time. So I wrote this script because I find myself having the same problem where I don't want to start organizing my files. And what this script basically does is that it does exactly what I've said. It moves and arranges files accordingly by extension. So if I run this script real quick, what you notice is that the moment the script runs, what will happen is that, pay attention to the screen there, boom, everything is arranged neatly in its own pretty folder. And if I open that, all my audio files are right there. So I only had one audio file, it's right there, database file, those are SQL file, documents, and the like. So this simple script organizes files depending on extension. And now I'm going to show you exactly how this works. So yeah, stick around. Okay, so we have our script here, right? I've just toggled Zen mode so that we're not disturbed with anything. But basically, this script, we first of all start at the beginning. So I import two modules. These are OS and shuttle. And what these are allowing me to do is that the OS is allowing me to work with these different file paths, and the shuttle is what I'm using to actually move the files and delete some stuff. I'll explain as we go on. And then we have this dictionary right here. This is what makes the code kind of long, because if you noticed at the beginning, the code said something like 184 lines. That's because of this gigantic dictionary here. And what this dictionary has is that it has most of the common file extensions. So we have audio files, we have compressed disk images, database, etc, etc. They're just common files. I got them off Google. I think I'll put a link in the description to that same website where I got these file extensions. But basically, what we're doing in this dictionary is that, as I said, dictionaries have a key and then value. So what I did is that for each extension of similar category, so say audio files, I want them to have a value of audio. This is because we're going to be putting them in a folder called audio. And then for compressed, so 7-zip, raw, I want to be putting them in a folder called compressed, and etc, etc. So the different file extensions, or putting them in specific folders for each of them. And that's all this dictionary is doing. You can add your own file extensions, and you can add your own file extensions and also categories. So say the main reason I wrote this script was to organize my Unity files in the Unity game engine. And Unity has its own specific way of, there's a kind of a way in which you put files. So it has some different file extensions like prefabs and the like. So these are not usually found in Unity, so you can define your own file extensions here and the folder you want to place them in, and the script will handle that. So there's no limit as to how many file extensions you can add in here. You can add as many file extensions as you want, and folders in which to arrange them, and the script will handle the rest. Okay, now that we have that done, we have three functions here. These are the three main functions that are doing all the work. The first function we have here is organize folder, which takes in a directory called a path called folder.dir, and what this is the path in which you want to clean. In the intro, I was using my current working directory, which is the path that has my main.py. I'll explain why I was doing that, and I also omitted one extension here, which is the Python extension. That's because I was getting certain issues. When I did that, I'll explain as we go on. But basically, you pass in the path in which you want to organize, and when passing in paths in Python, you use double slash. So instead of a single slash, use a double slash. This way only works for Windows, and it's not very efficient if you do it for Windows, but there's a way of you doing it that can work for any operating system. But since I'm using Windows, I did this. I did my I pointed it to the path in which I'm working in, the path I want to organize. So you can just change up this path to whatever path you want to organize. You can just copy paste it here and then just put double slashes where there are single slashes. Okay, so in this organize folder function, what we're doing is that we're looping through our extensions dictionary, and then in that dictionary we're checking whether in our current path there is a folder that matches any of the folders depicted in the values. So say we check first of all through all these, is there any pre-existing folder named audio in our directory, in our path? If there is not any folder by the name of audio, we want to create a folder by the name of audio. So we use the os.make directory and then we just name it there. So os.path.join, this is our folder directory, then slash. I'll explain what the os module does in a future video, but just stick with me if you don't know what it does. You can leave a comment as to any questions you have and I'll answer them. But basically all we're doing here is creating files. We're creating files in our main working path, in the path in which this parameter is going for. Yeah, sorry, don't get me lost. Anyway, we have a second function here, which is move files. We also pass in the same parameter here, which is file dir in the move files. And what this is doing now is where we're moving the files to a specific folder. So what we're doing, first of all, we're looping through every file and folder in our given path. So we are using the list dir, and this returns a sort of list element. And what this does is it lists every individual file and folder in a given path. So this also includes the folders in a path, but we only want to move files. So what we do now is we check whether it is a file in our directory here, which is this right here. So we check whether in our directory that's a file or a folder, and if it is a file, we then want to loop through our extensions. After looping through our extensions, which are the keys in our dictionary extensions, we want to check whether it ends with any of the extensions. So our current extension here, which we're looping through, if our given file here ends with that extension, we want to move it to a folder matching its extension. So basically this is a nested loop if you haven't already noticed, but basically we loop through. So say we're at a point where it's .mp3, right? Our current file extension is mp3. So we want to check now in the keys whether it ends with .mp3, and then we get that key and then we move it to a value, which is the folder that matches that key. Yeah, I'll have a link to the code in the description. So if there's anyone who has a better way of explaining this, I suck at explaining stuff, so just bear with me. But all you need to know is that this is moving files to a specific extension. And after we're done with that, we call the delete empty function. And what this delete empty function is doing is that it's deleting all the empty folders in a file. So say you have a messy file, and on top of the mess you have a bunch of empty folders that are doing nothing. They're just making the file look even dirtier. Basically, this is what this comes in. So again, we list the directory, we list the path, and then what we do is that we use a try except block. So it's because I was getting some errors when it came to deleting, and this simply cleared everything up. But basically we try and check if a folder in our given path is empty, and then we run the os.rmdir. And this method, you don't have to be afraid of it deleting anything that is important, because all this function does here is that it only deletes empty folders. So it's already built in. I didn't have to write anything that actually scans through it. It's already built into the module I'm using, which is already built into Python. So that's all this is doing, and it's checking whether there's an empty folder, and if there are any empty folders, we delete them. Then we have the except block here. Then this was the error I was receiving, the OS error, and all I do now when I get this error is just continue, because it wasn't actually affecting anything, it was just crashing the program. And basically that's how this script works. So you start, it calls, it creates folders, it moves files in their respective folders, and then deletes any empty folders that are not being used by anything, and you have a clean folder after that. So I hope you like this video, and I have more like this one or even better than this one coming in the future. And if you've been enjoying my videos on the channel so far, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's just that red button in the corner, and also hit the like button to support the channel and feed the YouTube algorithm. And in that case, I'm done here. I'll have the link to this code in the description. You can download it, you can experiment with it, but at the moment the way it is that it's completely foolproof, so you don't have to be afraid of it deleting any personal files. I've run it multiple times on my computer, and I've actually cleaned up a lot of my files and folders. So yeah, you can just run this, it will organize everything for you, and hopefully it will save you some time when it comes to organizing your computer. But anyway, peace.